And let's see what awaits us inside of this game's version of the White Gold City.
And here we are.
Finally.
Welcome to Ark. I've got some things to take care of here. So let's meet at the market once you're ready to meet Grandmaster Tealor Orenthiel and his mages in person, alright? By his own son, Nerazil, yeah. But roughly 2.5 years ago, he suddenly appeared back in Enderal, accompanied by a handful of mages who once fought against him in the Great War. Weird, I know, but that's how it was.
Thank you.
He did, yeah. It seems that something happened between him and them that made them sort out their issues, you could say. They're allies now, and frankly, nobody quite knows why. You can imagine what kind of uproar that caused among the Holy Order itself. But in the end, Orenthiel got things his way. You can say what you want about him, but he never lost his charisma, that's for sure. You're telling me. But apparently their alliance has something to do with this red madness. I guess we'll see what happens. Oh, sure, I should have thought of that. Pardon me. Alright then. Ark is divided into 5 districts, not counting the harbor. The Foreign Quarter, where we are right now, the Marketplace, the Nobles' Quarters, the South Quarter, and the Temple. If you're looking to gear up, I guess the market would be the place to go. You can find anything there, from food to weapons, armor, and whatever else you need. If it's magical supplies and alchemy you need, however, you best try your luck in the Nobles' Quarters. But prepare yourself for some dismissive looks. Up there's also the bathing house and the theater, in case you have the coin for that. Finally, there's the temple, which is hard to overlook. Normal citizens are not permitted to enter it, and from up there, the Holy Order reigns over this country. But if all goes according to plan, you'll soon see it from the inside. And then there's the Undercity. Yeah, it doesn't, and it isn't. The Undercity's a cluster of caves directly beneath our feet. And down there is where the poor and the sick live, not to mention those that the Order doesn't like to see in their neat, pretty streets in the upper city. Not a place I'd recommend you visit, at least not unless you're looking for mischievous things. Great. Then see you later and enjoy your stay.
Okay, there's the void completed. First steps, right. Within Ark, you can also use signposts to travel back and forth between different districts. Okay. So we gotta find one of those first.
Do you have a moment? I think the two of us could do business together. Well, it is actually quite simple. But since you were kind enough not to just ignore me and walk by as the others did, I would like to show my gratitude for that first. You travel a lot, don't you? I can tell by the mud on your boots. Here, one of these books might come in handy on your journeys. Which one do you prefer?
Huh. I think handicraft.
Splendid. Say, would you happen to be interested in earning yourself some more coins? Or, even better, more books like those? There is something I need help with. I have a problem, and this problem is called Celia, which happens to be my sister. Where should I start? You know, I am one of those people who wasn't given everything by fate. Quite the contrary, in fact. When I was a child, the village I grew up in, Foamville, was ambushed by bandits.
Foamville.
And both my father and my mother died during the attack. Thank you, but it's ancient history now. Fact is, my sister and I dealt with this event differently. We managed to flee the attack and make it to Ark, where the guards, of course, threw us into the Undercity. But while I tried to honor my father's heritage by using the little I could from our savings by setting up a business, she preferred to wallow in her misery instead. She got to know the wrong people and has, since then, never done a single bit of honest work. Frankly, she's a dust addict. Day and night she does nothing else but rot in those drinking holes in the Undercity and blows what little money she makes on her drage. Now, of course, she is still my sister. So all of these years I paid her rent so she doesn't have to sleep on the streets. However, things have changed. Recently she started using our father's heritage to pay for her addiction, and I will not accept that. I certainly could, but the day a guard voluntarily goes into the Undercity is the day Avatia will become a barber. The Undercity belongs to Relata, and Celia knows that, which is why my hands are tied. Oh, believe me, I did. Which is why she simply hid the key to our safe in the bank somewhere that I couldn't find it. So, long story short, this is where you come in. I want you to get her to give me that key. How you do it is up to you. But if you succeed, it won't be to your disadvantage. Anywhere there's rats and dust. But she spends most of her time in the False Dog in the Undercity. One of those dumps I told you about. Just come back to me once you've found something.
Okay, we'll probably not worry with that one. Signpost. Let's go to the marketplace. How the heck is there a bug flying around here? It's -2 outside. Oh, okay. Guess we'll take a look at what awaits us here. I may have to find like a tavern though, because I think it's dark.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. A miracle has happened. A miracle that must have been due to its sheer glory, brought forth by Malthus himself.
Apples, dates, bananas. Walk blessed. What can I do for you? Sure.
And you don't sell anything really worth it, but I'm gonna buy your pumpkins.
May your path always be even.
Rena Shalom, my sir. Are you looking for fresh fish?
Morala's blessings, my friend.
If it's clam and fish,
Spices, rugs, delicacies.
good long peak.
Well, flea isn't exactly the right word for it. I call it tactical relocalization. Only a stupid businessman will try to sell spices amidst a civil war.
Treat yourself.
Oh, well, after those rumors about the Lightborn's death started, the council members must have thought, now's the time for power struggles. Very stupid if you ask me, and very bad for the economy. Thank the sun I was one of the few who fled early enough. But this madness has cost far too many lives.
Hungry?
Far too many.
Just what a weary traveler needs.
Farewell.
It looks like a barber shop. Tailoring, yep. Leather
Just
goods.
how it is.
Forge work, that's what I'm talking about. So they're all awake, even at like midnight. It's kind of nice. You, D-Trade.
No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
Sorry, man. Jeez. Okay. What am I using? This one's 14. So we'll sell you. This guy's got a lot of gold. Holy moly. Sell you. Sell both of you. Which one? It does 6. It does 3. I have a lot more of those. As for this, sell you. Now, what might you sell? I don't think anything. Oh, okay, that is better. How much gold do I have? 286. Okay, so we'll take steel. 209. 86, 105, 59, 209. So that's 300-ish, and then 160, and then 210, 220-ish. So probably 450 or so. For a, I'd say a sizable upgrade, so I'll buy all that. Let's put it on. I'm kind of shocked that he actually sold that at all. Oh, and of course he doesn't buy magic stuff, does he?
No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
Oh, crud. Dang it. Didn't click. Ah. Oh, man, lost some gold there. Holy moly. That is like the most annoying thing in games, isn't it? When they don't have like a buyback option or like a whoopsie. Now I'm down, like I lost items and now I'm down a bunch of gold. Spectacular, okay. Where was that friggin' book? There it is.
Walk blessed.
Evening.
Close enough. Alright, okay, I was gonna say, if there's not a chimney and you have that going on inside, that would be hilarious. Alright, so I got one steel ingot. Let's see if do you have any more steel ingots around here that I could possibly steal? Okay, I'll move on. Oh, I see, you're gonna be paranoid and you expect me to, like...
Yeah? What do you want?
Steal your stuff. Whatever. Okay, so I'm not gonna try to get too distracted by side quests, because the main quests I'm mostly interested in right now, plus it's a little bit boring to be doing those all the time. Yeah, let's...
Look who's arrived. Did you have any problems finding your way around? This city can be quite a maze if you don't know it. Right, you're from Ostian. I almost forgot. They're quite fascinating, these places, aren't they? You can climb high, and you can fall just as deep. And every place vibrates with life. Well, I do. Here, put this on. And before you ask, yes, it's necessary. Just trust me.
As second in command, and no one else
Hard times.
Huh? Can I help you?
One day, I'm gonna be an adventurer.
That's it.
And I'm
And
gonna
why is
explore
it
the
Malphas who
entire
carries the Sun Temple?
Walk blessed, my friend.
Isn't that
You look
a
disheartened.
gesture of servitude?
I have just the right thing for you. A visit to our gallery. Dozens of beautiful paintings by different artists, each of them a treat.
I will say there's a little bit too much dialogue in this game. I always wished Skyrim had a little more, but it was really good. Bethesda was really good at getting the point across and leaving some of that wonder behind. And this game tells you everything you need to know, and there's a lot of wonder in it, of course, but it's just... if you're gonna voice that much dialogue, you gotta have it readable. It just takes so long to get it, you know, spoken out.
Good evening.
Certain Wyatt has to close soon. There's a lot of quests I might be doing in my spare time here.
So, about this fever. Usually those gifted with magic have to report their talent to the Order, and then pass a ritual that teaches them how to deal with their magic. The journey to the water is what they call it. Once they've passed that, the fever reduces to an endurable level, and new arcanists have their names registered in some kind of holy book.
Sounds like Dragon Age.
There are other ways to get rid of the fever, and I hope my employer can tell you about them.
Sounds eerily like Dragon Age and their mages.
Greetings. Okay, almost there.
If they start talking about blood magic, I'm gonna be a little bit concerned. Only one moon? Horrifying. I want that armor. Dang.
Hold it, my sir. No civilians beyond this point without explicit permission. Who are you, and what leads you to this holy place?
Business. I'm Jaspar Delveric, and I work for the Naramese mages.
Oh, right. The mercenary. And who's your companion?
Marijo de Luna from Ostian, esteemed holder of de Luna's Empire of Tender Fragrance, the most prestigious perfumery in all of Vin. Archmagister Marigil sent for him. Didn't he tell you?
The Archmagister. Well, that does sound like him. Fair enough, you may pass. But show this place the respect it deserves, mercenary. You too, Maester de Luna.
You have my word, fair lady. Thank you.
Temple's pretty dang big from the outside. I don't even think buildings in Markarth and Skyrim are that tall. I know I keep comparing it to Skyrim. I probably shouldn't, but I'm surprised. This is a lot of fun for a free mod too. I mean, besides having to pay for Skyrim, this thing costs nothing. I don't think I'd be able to put this much work into something and not. There's probably a donate button on the website.
Magister Carnus has been looking for
Well, that went better than expected.
Why's that?
I don't know.
Hey, it worked, didn't it? That's all that matters. Nobody will suspect someone who's already in the temple. Anyway, I think it's about time I tell you a little bit more about this employer of mine. His name is Constantine Firespark, and he's one of Marathzor Orenthiel's former followers, which the new Grand Master, Tealor Orenthiel, brought here by ship about 2 years ago. That means he's one of the former arch-enemies of the Order. They usually wear green, while the Order wears white or red. That should make it easy for you to tell them apart. Firespark's pretty much the eldest of Marathzor's mages, and quite well versed in magic, at least from what I've heard. Plus, he's a very gentle and likable fellow, which is why even the keepers like having him around. Let's hope he can tell us a thing or two about these visions, and help you get rid of the fever. Come, follow me.
certain the Grandmaster knows
Huh?
what he's doing. Now go, before the Magister comes to get you
Ah,
himself.
dang it.
Yes, of course. What? It's sister.
There we
You're
go.
always so formal.
Had the slow walking glitch where you gotta open the menu while holding shift and then push caps lock in the menu so you can get it the correct order, and it's weird. It was like if you hold shift you start running, and if you let go of shift you start walking, and that's supposed to be the other way around, but opening the menu while holding shift and then pushing caps lock for some reason seems to solve it. Why am I holding this torch exactly? I don't know. Oh, I had a lot of junk I meant to sell that I didn't. Whatever. Are you continuing on here? Jaspar? A little laggy inside of this place, and now it suddenly isn't. It's so weird.
Alright, here we are.
I hope I don't die.
No, that's not how you do it.
Blast it! I'm just being careful. We have
Like
to.
heck we do. Give me that thing, now. Blasted, blistering blazes. That's what you get for working with fumblers. I told you.
Master
we should be
Firespark.
careful. What? Now who the heck are you? Can't an old man have a moment to himself?
You hired me. The Magister, don't you remember?
Oh, right. Joseph the Scrounger. So why are you here? Had any luck?
Jaspar. And yeah, we did find something.
Suggest you first of all tell me when I allowed you to drag your drinking mates up here. Do you need me to explain the meaning of the words highly and confidential to you?
I'm sure there's a lot you can explain to me, but let's save that for later. This particular fellow over here needs your help, to be frank. Arcane fever.
Is that so? And what exactly has that got to do with me? Let the Keepers and their holy rituals take care of it. What is it with the costume, anyway?
This man's magic is different, Meister. Just feel his aura and you'll see it. Plus he's from Nera, just as you are.
Well, all right then, for nostalgia's sake. I really hope you're not wasting my time, though. Working with these religious buffoons is bound to make any rational thinking person go bonkers. Anyway, that chair over there. Take a seat, and I'll have a look at that fever of yours. All right then, this will tickle a little. Yeah, you're right. This aura does feel different. Complex somehow, and powerful. And do you really want to tell me you've only recently discovered that talent of yours? With that aura, I'm surprised that you haven't turned into an Obaya by now. Fine. Well, that is, we will help you. But first, tell me everything. How you got that magic, and how you met that scrounger.
Pathlessness, wherever you look. Where is this supposed to lead?
I see. Regarding this vision thing, I think that your mind simply played a trick on you there. Not that it's much of a surprise, considering what you've been through. Actually, you were quite lucky that the sudden outburst of your glance didn't blow your head right off. By all that's holy, I won't start playing your tutor now. If you don't know about the basic functioning of magic, then read something from Balador Goldenstein.
The glance on the Sea of Eventualities. Alongside, but apart from the reality we're in right now, exist countless other realities, in which some events have different outcomes, so to speak. A version of this very same room, for example, with the very same people in it, only that Meister Firespark's beard is on fire. And what defines an Arcanist, someone capable of magic, is that he or she can see those other realities and let parts of them come true.
Well, look at that, Jasper. You surprised me.
That's what I'm being paid for.
How powerful an Arcanist is depends on three factors. How far away are the eventualities that he can see, how well he can bring parts of them into our reality, and finally, how well his mind can handle seeing other realities simultaneously with ours. Lighting a candle is easier than calling a meteor from the sky, to speak plain inal, but as I said, read Goldenstein if you're interested in the topic. I'm not going to waste any time with lectures. Well, that's probably a sign that you should go easier on the booze. Skill, whether of physical or magical nature, isn't gained through touching some stones, but through hard work and discipline. Even though this screwball Enderalian talk of paths and predeterminations tries to tell us otherwise. Well, if that's what you want to believe, go for it. I, in any case, have never come across such a phenomenon in over 50 years of studying magic. And now we should...
It all begins with the dreams.
What the blasted blistering blazes? Does this room look like the bosom of a whore to you? Or what makes you think you can go around touching anything you get your fingers on? These documents are confidential, for heck's sake. I knew it was a mistake to hire a thug like you. Lashery always had a weakness for...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember you telling me something about dreams that led you and Tealor Renthiel here, didn't you, Meister? And you told me that in this vision of yours, the Veiled Woman said this. It all begins with the dreams.
What? Is that true? Oh. Then this near-death experience you had before you woke up on the shore. Tell me again, what exactly did you see in it? A room? Well, this is strange indeed. Anyway, for now all that matters is that we get that magic of yours under control. Whatever you clairvoyanced back there is of no use to us if you're dead as a doornail in a couple of months. Well, that's usually a plodding process. The fever you feel is a result of your mind not being able to handle all of these possibilities, so to speak. The ritual the Enderalians practice to get the glance under control is called the Journey to the Water. Put frankly, it means 1 year of hour-long meditation, bland food, and abstinence from anything that makes life worth living. In due time, the Arcanist then learns to filter these other realities from ours, and the fever gets less and less. Anyhow, luckily enough, we Neremes know of a way to quicken that process. A shortcut, if you will. I'm not capable of performing it, but another one of us is. Her name is Lashery, and you should seek her out as soon as possible. There is indeed, and this reason is called ignorance. The Order's rituals haven't changed since the Lightborn slipped out of their cradles, and the Keepers do their best to keep anything progressive out of their country. But please, if you're up for a year of austerity and stern-faced magisters scolding you, go for it. I really don't care. She's currently in a ruin called Old Rashengrad, not far from Ark. Just tell her that I sent you. Give me that map of yours. Okay, now you'd have to be a total idiot to miss it. I recommend leaving for the ruin straight away. And you, Joseph, you're going to come with me and show me what your trip to the Sun Coast brought forth. Hopefully, more than a bottle of honey wine and a hangover.
Quite a character, isn't he? But I like him somehow. Here, I owe you this for your help back in Riverville. And in case you're in the mood for a mug of ale and a good chat, just drop by the Dancing Nomad in the Stranger's Quarter. I'll get myself a room there for the time being. With all that said, good luck mastering your magic, my friend. I'll see you around.
During the main story, you have the opportunity to deepen your bond to several people. The missions aren't available forever. If the main story goes too far, some of them stay hidden. Okay. From merchants, yep.
Huh?
Use a signpost in the Sun Temple. Optionally use a mirror to travel to the Northern Heartland. Now we're finally to a 2-star quest, which means the difficulty is going to be increasing. I also have no idea how to get out of here. I think we're going down. Search for just bar and the Dancing Nomad. I guess we'll start some of those too. May as well do some of the people quests. I really hope it doesn't crash. I don't know when the last time it saved was. Oh, that's not a good sign. Okay, well, I was gonna end, oh, there we go, we're good. Okay, I was gonna end the video anyway, is what I was gonna say, because I'm gonna go back to the merchant's place, I'm gonna go sell some of my crap, and buy some teleport scrolls, because it's gonna get a little bit ridiculous if I need to. I don't know where we're going. Up there, apparently? Yeah, we're going up there, okay. So I'm gonna go see how much teleport scrolls cost. And why do I have to use the signpost to get to the... there? I have no idea. Anyway, I'm gonna do a little bit of off-screen exploring. Nothing too crazy, of course, though. And I will see you guys in the next video.